So I totally walked in and missed shooting an intro. So this is the intro. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Monkey Shine Lab. I have already found one thing for Andre that he has asked me to pick up. But let's take a look up and down the die-cast aisle and let's see what else is here before I show you what he wants me to pick up for him. Absolutely nothing on the pegs. Some 5-packs. This set is not too shabby. It sort of caught my eye. And there's some, Forza leavings, which doesn't bother me either way. There's no moving parts matchbox yet with I was looking for a Chevy Nova that's going to be coming out in the moving parts, but that's not here. They do have some of the country service sets, which are also cool. I didn't look for Nazar's truck yet. He's looking for the Nissan Fast and Furious. These are super cute. I can't help it. I like them. Fast and Furious leavings, just the BMW and the Jeep and the Chevelle. But kind of cool to see them anyway. The pegs are super full on these pink slips. And like I said, Andre asked me to pick one of those up for him. Which is the Nissan, the GTR. So I'm gonna pick that up for him because he's never seen those before, really. And I'm gonna open that thing when I get home today. So stick around. I don't often do Coca-Cola, but I kind of like that livery, and the packaging is kind of cool. Call me fault-ridden American that I am. The Spam truck was kind of cool because I said to Andre, have you ever seen one that says sizzle, pork, and under it? I've really seen that before. And this little VW, because it's cute. Anyway, let's go look at wrestling figures for Doofus. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I like the remote control rocket launcher. Can't imagine what you might use that for, but I could think of a few neighbors. I love these superstars, but they're way, way, way overpriced. And it's on the wrong peg. It's actually the $20. Somebody took his guitar already. That's too bad. And the AEW figures are looking even more slender than ever. Ooh, so close. No, sir. Yeah, I sent Andre videos. I sent him texts. And I said, hey, I'm standing in front of this figure right now, and he was too busy to get back to me, and I had to leave. So I came back, and still nothing. These are super cheap on Amazon, by the way, if you want one. They're super cheap on Amazon. And someday I will own you, but not for $20. Okay, so, there's all of that. I'm gonna pick this up for Andre and get the hell out of Dodge, I guess. Can't help but feel like I'm in front of a claw machine with the products being put up this way. That's an awesome Dr. Fate, and I would like it someday, but not for 25 bucks. See you at the thrift. I like those. Those are awesome. And here we are back in the lab, right, Harvey? I really didn't find very much out on that run, but then again, I wasn't really going out on a run. I did stop by Radar Toys, that's 1440 Lancaster Drive Northeast in Salem, Oregon, and I picked up their new Christmas catalog, which is interesting. Haven't taken a look at it yet, just kind of threw it down on the coffee table for when I could sit down and actually devote myself. But this is the GTR that I picked up for Andre. So Andre, this is coming out to you very quickly along with the Krusty shirts, Krusty the Clown t-shirts that I had, and they're crusty. I used them as bed matting whilst I'm gonna open this up really quickly and kind of take a look at it, and I'm not gonna change the camera angles and all that other good stuff because right now I have precious little space. But one thing I will say on these Majorettes is this big white sticker that's here with a serial number and all that other jive. Unnecessary, Majorette. But again, this is Majorette, which is sort of the same company as is making those pink slips. So you get the sort of same arrangement where you get a collector's box, which is nice. I actually use the collector's box that came with the pink slip that I opened. This was several episodes ago, but you can find it pretty easily in our playlists. Once again, by the way, we have playlists, seasonal playlists, topical playlists, all sorts of playlists. So please go check our page out. And while you're there, hit subscribe if you would, please. You never know what'll happen if we get above 500 subscribers. Good gosh, it would probably it would go right to our heads and we'd stop making quality programming. Let's get on that track soon, shall we? But anyway, the pink slips are marked pink slip. These are marked Majorette. But they're honestly the same cars. If you consider these rather like a moving parts in quality, this particular one, the engine cowling on the back goes up. This is what's called a mid-rear mount engine. And this is the Porsche 917, which this car is one of those that you would see at Le Mans and other sort of road courses, GT courses, where this is kind of what really stood out as racing in my little American kid mind. This is what you would see on Saturday afternoons on Wide World of Sports, with cars like this. So the purchasing it was an absolute no-brainer. It's a fantastic little ride. Again, the only thing that I'm not necessarily wowed by on these is the tires, but they're actual sort of rubberized plastic. I'm sure they're still just plastic. They're not actual rubber, but it feels like they've got some grip. And the rims are passable. They're passable. I think probably even just a little bit of chrome or whatever dealt out of a pen on those would make them look even better. But anyway, again, that is the Majorette 911. It is available right now, all out there at all your major box stores, wherever Majorette stuff is carried. But I picked this up at Walmart. Anyway, I it has a nice weight to it. It is a nice detail of casting, and the headlights are a solid sort of clear plastic. It's probably part of the shield and window piece. But the overall effect is that this is a finished car, and that was $3.97, I think, as of today's date. And again, if I'm gonna buy these cars anymore, if I'm gonna spend money on diecast, chasing Hot Wheels has been fun, and I'm certainly not going to stop picking up the occasional Hot Wheel. But I think for my money, it's going to be Majorette, it's going to be Pink Slip, it's going to be these people that are making better quality 1/64th scale cars. Just chasing Hot Wheels because of the flame logo is getting aggravating, and it's a game that everybody's picking up on. So I think that diversifying and finding your satisfaction in collecting elsewhere, for the most part, is really where it's at. You'll be happier if you're not always chasing Hot Wheels. There's not a problem if you're a Hot Wheels fan. You're a Hot Wheels fan. Hot Wheels started when I was a kid. I was born in the '60s, and the line came out, I think, shortly after I was born. So yeah, as Andre likes to say, I'm old enough to fart dust. Actually, I said it, he laughed at it, and now he says it. Tries to, pass it off as his. All of his humor, actually. If you look, everything that's credible, everything that's interesting or funny about the man, aside from being tied to his height, it's all stuff that he stole and cribbed from me. I've taught him everything he knows. That's why he's got twice as many subscribers as me. I like to think that our audience is not, it's not that we don't have as big an audience as the first 117 or nostalgic. I like to think that our audience is just simply becoming more selective. And that's a joke from this is Spinal Tap. Don't smoke, kids. This is your daily warning. The last thing I picked up, and then I'm going to get out of here, but the last thing I picked up is, some of you may know my penchant for weird comics, the crazy stuff. And I'm not talking about stuff like, Fat Freddy's Cat and the stoner stuff. I would rather see something that came out of DC or Marvel that you're pretty sure the bullpen was way on drugs when they decided, hey, let's put a comic book like this out. To me, it's a little more special, and one of those characters that kind of came out of those times was DC's Blue Devil. It's a little bit like Spider-Man in that he's got a mouth on him. He says a lot of silly and erstwhile things, but I just felt like, you know what? These are, they're so weird. And, also $1. But Green Gargoyle, that's a pretty neat looking character. I really appreciate where the art came from for these. And I especially also like to kind of pick them up and kind of bring them in here and share them all with all of you, because comic people are a special breed. Leave it at that. But these Blue Devil comics, he's got a mouth on him. He's kind of a wise guy, and I think that some of the artwork and action sequences that I've read in this comic already are super, super funny. And I'm gonna wrap it up with this special cross of Crisis on Infinite Earths with Blue Devil, which is actually sort of a key issue, if I'm not mistaken, in the Blue Devil saga. I guess I'm gonna find out why. Weird. But that's what we do around here. We do some movie reviews. I've got some movies on the way that I'm going to review. I'm just waiting for them to turn up on my doorstep. We have some toys to review coming in. I've got a Hawkman figure pretty soon. And, you know, I'm some of this stuff I'm having to actually order. Some of the stuff that I'm interested in sharing with you and or acquiring, I've had to go ahead and just order stuff through the internet, because that's where the prices sometimes are the best for things, or it's where you find the overstock sitting around collecting dust. Anyway, thank you very much for coming out here to Monkey Shine Lab, everybody. We appreciate it. Throw us a subscribe if you like, and tell a friend. We would honestly like to grow the channel a little bit. It unlocks things like a video game. One of these days, I will just get on here and sort of let y'all back behind the curtain of what it's like being a fraud. No, a YouTube creator. I'll show you all the little graphs and charts and things that they send you that tell you about how you're doing as a program. All right, I'm gonna go have some dinner, and I'm gonna try to find something to watch on TV, and I'm gonna try to come up with something I want to talk about tomorrow. Yeah. Anyway, take it easy, everybody. I'll talk to you later. Bye.